So, alright, so as I showed off in the platforming challenge thing, we have the RetroCade bar for 4-3 style games. I thought this was kind of snazzy, so. There it goes. So, funness, I've got all my stream management stuff on this monitor over here. I've got game and chat on the monitor directly ahead of me. And I've got the Super Metroid guide for finding everything right in front of me. So, on my iPad. So, I've got 3 screens I'm working with this evening. I might be crazy. That's right, I didn't save the platforming one. Let's make sure that's saved. Okay, good. Because last time I did that, it didn't save. I forget what's in the special settings. No, I want manual. I don't use moonwalk. Let's do this!
The last Metroid is in captivity. The galaxy is at peace.
Yeah, I mean, I still have my head over the game on widescreen stuff because it fills the entirety of the stream. The game does that way. So, I mean, there's just some things that I will work around to the best of my ability depending on the game. But for anything that's in a 4:3 aspect ratio, it'll be over there. And the Nevermore Studios logo will probably change corners depending on the game and what elements are on the HUD, stuff like that. We'll see how it works out. Yeah, that's an idea. That is an idea. I will consider that. Personally, I've never been too big on having my my chat on the stream, except for like the chat bed thing. I like to put the focus on the game itself, but that's just me. I am not in PA. Steve is. I used to live there. How you doing, Metalhead? Also, I think Twitch is broken on notifying people, so if you have any way to spread out the word of the stream, feel free to do so. Because I didn't receive an email, Twitter didn't post anything. Just craziness. Oh, that would be so fun. Where in PA? Yeah, like Steve just asked. Hooray for stream delay. Phoenixville, that's... or Phoenixville. Wonder how far that is from me. And whether or not my wife would let me go. Therein lies the ultimate issue. And frankly, I think she would, because I let her go to a concert not too long ago. Okay, I really don't know why I'm shooting Ridley. This fight is preset to end when I'm at a certain health level. Thank you, Ridley. Go away now. I used to think I was so cool making that last like an hour, dodging all his attacks, going, I'm gonna beat him! I'm gonna be the first person ever to beat him! Yeah, I'll check that out. Steve, if I always listened to your bad advice, I wouldn't have made it through high school alive. Or was that Peter? Might have been both. Yeah. I hate the Steam. Okay. Yep. I've come a long way, personally. Anyway. Alright, now we begin the item hunt. I spent a good majority of my weekend crawling the inner bowels of the internet, trying and hoping and praying that I could find this one guide that I used over a decade ago when I was playing this as a kid. I mean, it was just some guy's personal website. He happened to have written a really good Super Metroid 100% guide. And I mean, this guide was spot on. Everything was well detailed. He had a wonderful bit of notation to help keep track of how much you should have when, so that if you missed anything, all you had to do was look at how many you've collected, and you could figure out what you missed. And I know it was the guy's personal website because I wanted to see what else he had, and I was smart enough to take off the little extra tidbit at the end of his URL to see the main portion of his site, and it was like a baseball fan site, I believe, for the Red Sox. I don't quite remember. I could be completely wrong on the sport, too. But, could not find that guide. I mean, this was some guy's personal website from over a decade ago. It is probably lost. Crushed Iron, welcome to the stream. How you doing, man? Whoop. Morphing ball. Alright. Yeah, these first few things here are super easy. But yeah, if I end up looking down, it's because I'm checking the status of where I'm at with the guide. Because, quite unfortunately, I don't have everything committed to memory in this game. I've got a good majority. I can get between 60 and 70% just on memory alone. But yeah, ended up finding a decent enough guide that had things laid out pretty well, and then just changing their total notation to match the guide that I liked, so that I could better keep track of where I am. So we have made a slight compromise on the guide. We're going to see how well it works. See how we do on this 100% run. This is not a speed run by any means. I want to cast Magic Missile. My missiles aren't magic. Will that do? But yeah, not a speed run by any means. We're just trying to get 100% again because I haven't done it in years. Cast Magic Missile into the darkness. Okay. Got the morph ball, we got the first 10. Go back up. You're in good company, Crushed Iron. You're in good company. So, yeah, I mean, I have been playing this game for years. It was one of the few games that my parents bought me shortly after it came out. And it was one that my mother actually played for a good while. And for the longest time, she got further than me. Hold on, my wife wants something. Let's check that out later, honey. You sent that to me during my stream. It's a website she wants me to check out. Never played this game before? Oh, crushed iron. This game is a treat. I mean, this game is half of what defines the Metroidvania genre. Okay, let me see here. The door on the left. Okay. We'll open that for later. I have a sneaking suspicion that I got a little bit ahead of my... Oh, no, this is just a map. We'll take a map. Yeah, never got to watch Ninja Turtles, never played Super Metroid. How do you live, man? The only reason I didn't really watch a lot of Turtles growing up is by choice. I was into a little bit of everything. I remember waking up at 5 a.m. to watch Dragon Ball. That was fun. Alright. But yeah, to continue my story, my mother would play this, and I got stuck at the point where you would get the high jump boots and you would have to go find Kraid. I was able to get everything up to Kraid. Could not find his lair because I didn't think to bomb the wall of the elevator chamber. It's official. I need to program a hug command so that we can give hugs to people in the chat that need them. Feels like crushed iron needs a hug. I should have restocked my missiles before coming in here. Crap. Oh well. Yeah. Leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. Ah. I don't like you. You like warm hugs? Alright, Olaf. That's what I need. I need some Frozen-based commands. My 5-year-old is obsessed with Frozen. Everything she has. I'm good. Alright. So now we have the bombs. Yep. Okay. See, I know a good majority of this game, so sometimes I just need to skim the guide to see what's next to pick up and make sure I know where it is. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Frozen is definitely a very strong presence in our household. My wife has the soundtrack in her car to my Google Cloud when it was free. So that way she could listen to it when I'm listening to music. Yep. Alright. Okay. I know where everything he's talking about is until we get to Bryn Star. See, a good majority of this, I'm just going to be like, oh, okay, yeah. And then the rest of it, I'm going to be like, oh, yeah, I remember that. And there may be one or two items where I'm like, you sure that didn't move in 10 years? We shall see. Whoop. But yeah, considering Twitch's fiasco with the security thing today and forcing everybody to change passwords, I feel the need to mention that it seems this is not allowing notifications to go out. So if at any point you guys would like to tweet the stream out, !tweet will give you the preset message to do so, or feel free to do it yourself. Okay, my wife messaged me again. I need to see. Check it on my phone so I don't have to stop the game. My love, quit sending me links. I cannot check them right now. I have the masses to entertain. Okay, let's just open this up. This, I believe... Yeah, that heads to Tori, and that's something we don't need to do for a long time. I just like to get the the door open. Okay, I'm stocked up. But yeah, the guide I'm currently using breaks each area into a paragraph, so every time you change locations on the planet. So that shouldn't be too bad since I swapped all their notation out for the kind that helps me keep track of where I am, so we shall see how that works. First door on the left. Okay. Yeah. Really? There we go. Yep. I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map pod. Something like that. This may not be a speed run, but I'm still going to be going as fast as I possibly can, just for the sake of the stream, trying to get as much in here as possible. Let's see. I may have just gotten that one out of order. That's okay. One missile tank out of order is not going to throw me off terribly. That kind of hurt. This guide outright says this is a pain to get to, don't bother with it. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah, I picked those ones up out of order. This guy doesn't have me picking up next missiles until we get to the pink area. I don't see why you wouldn't pick up those missiles there. I mean, they're pretty easy to get to. So, in my frantic search for that guide that I liked, I really did come to the conclusion that I would probably attempt to rewrite the current guide I'm using for the purpose of making a good guide. One that I feel meets the quality of the one that I found when I was a kid. But they're so hard to get. No. Just no. 2 pink doors, one on the left. Okay, I did that. Yeah, these were the missiles that he wanted me to get next. Charge beam! Yeah, after the charge beam. Yep, he has me go all the way to Spore Spawn. Okay. Come on! So I am only 1 missile tank ahead of where I need to be right now. It's not the worst crime. Ouch. That's definitely something that I would put in as a rewrite for any future iterations. I mean, probably doesn't have me come back and get those missiles until I have the speed boots and actually run back through that area. We'll find out. Because once I find a missile tank listed that I've already picked up, then we'll find out. You know, I always wondered what those things there were, because this is the only room in the game where you see these. And seriously, that sprite is not used anywhere else in the entire game. I always thought they were like seed pods or something. Spore Spawn! What's up, Spiny Bro? Look like dangling fishes. Oh, indeed. Indeed. This boss is a exercise in patience. And honestly, this used to be the only boss I knew about in the game until I figured out what I was doing wrong trying to find Kraid. Years later. And shortly after Kraid, my mother just decided not to play it anymore. Gotta go fishing. Come on. You gonna get fast yet, or what? There we go. Dude. How long did it take me to discover this trick? Not long, actually. I mean, rolling into a ball to dodge him was just fairly commonplace. And then I just rolled around the stage until I found the spots where the spores didn't hit me either. And the missile does slightly more damage than the charge beam. And if I ever really did need to recharge my supplies, I could just take out the spores. Nope, nope. There we go. But yeah, the corners on the first step there. So, I mean, down here, you're at the risk of getting hit by spores. Right here, and right here are the only two safe spots on the entire map most of the time. That's to say that sometimes when he opens his mouth, he might be close enough to hit you in that animation. So, I mean, it's rare. It didn't happen to me there. I was expecting it to. But yeah, that's how to take out Spore Spawn. For you guys that never played this. And we come down. Down, 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 down. And super missiles. Okay, so that's that. The next one he wants me to pick up is Norfair. Okay. I know how to get to Norfair from here. You little punk. But yeah, for you guys that didn't end up playing this, I guess I should show this. I could have sworn there was a way to back the map up and actually... Well, basically, there's specific segments of the planet. Brinstar is more foresty-like here, I guess you could say. Norfair is fire, just all fire, all the time. Lots of lava. See, in that guide I followed, I just passed up another missile container you can get with wall jumping, but I don't want to confuse myself any more than I might already have, so... Well played, Crushed Iron. Well played. Seriously, what is this guy doing to me? Yeah. Okay, that's an energy recharge station. I mean, I went through this guide. He specifies everything. See, another thing I used to do was to come through here and get the spacer beam way too early because of wall jumping. So you know what? Here's what we'll do. We'll follow this guide tonight. Let's see if he tells me. The spacer is so useful early on, though. Alright, we'll follow this guide tonight to try and give myself a personal memory of where items are. And then what we may end up doing is trying to improve on the things that this guide does. I think I gotta go back through there here in a little bit anyway, so I may just go get it. Door on the left. First red door on the left. It would help if I actually looked at the color he specifies. Oops. Oh yeah, the little details in this game are absolutely fantastic. Okay, energy tank. How will I get out? How will I get out? Oh. Whoop. Never deny the power of a new pair of shoes. Okay. Now with that, he is having me go back to Brinstar. Now, if you do want to play along, the guide that I'm using is from SuperMetroidGuide.com. Not even joking. So, that is everything I can get in Norfair right now, so he didn't make me skip anything there. There's so much room for improvement. He has me get the high jump boots and then go back for the spazer, where I could have gotten it just by wall jumping. The high jump boots are how you're normally supposed to get it. Okay. So, minor room for improvement. But yeah, if you go to SuperMetroidGuide.com, yeah, see, I can high jump that now. But what I would have done was wall jump, which is a advanced technique. Okay, this guy has moderately redeemed himself for having me go back and get the spazer. But yeah, I I keep derailing my train of thought. But yeah, the spacer. It's a funny way of saying spacer, which I think is a translation error. But, no worries. My beam is a little more powerful since I have more than one shot going through now. Okay, roll thing. Where are you taking me? Okay, you're having me go to Crade. Okay. Sometimes I gotta read ahead and see what he's describing because a lot of this is just crazy. Down the rabbit hole indeed. See, this was the room that I couldn't find as a kid. Let me show you guys. So if you notice, this wall right here, I did not think to hit it with a bomb, displaying that it could be blown up by super missiles. As a kid, didn't know that. As an older teenager, I did eventually figure that out with the help of the internet. Because about the time I finally put myself through this entire game was when Game FAQs was getting popular. So, that was before they were bought by GameSpot. Come on. Leave me alone. Okay. Have a nice little save point. But yeah, this game has always had very special meaning to me with how long I've owned it. Well, that was before I sold all my Super Nintendo stuff. I have it on Virtual Console now. Which for all intents and purposes is how I'm playing it. Yeah. A lot of it comes from experimentation. I mean, a very large majority of this game is exploration. Part of that exploration is find every inch of wall you can get yourself close to and bomb the crap out of it. And then another good majority of it comes from the fact that I've been playing this game for years and have a lot of this stuff committed to memory now. Okay, so we're full up. 2 energy tanks, 5 more missiles than we should have. 5 super missiles, okay. Aside from that one missile thing, I am right on track. Hey look, it's the last guy that tried to fight Kraid. I should not have wasted a super missile. Should have restocked them. Mouth, not eye. You shoot the eye to open the mouth. Yeah, I got the spacer. The guy did have me go back and get it after the high jump boots, so... Great has so much management going on this screen. It's crazy. For a first boss, he's actually... I mean, if I had all my super missiles in stock, he wouldn't be that hard, but... For a first boss, he is... crazy. There we go. Now behold, another potential mistranslation. Varia suit. From my understanding, that really is a mistranslation and has just been kept ever since. Okay. Alright. I want my super missiles stocked up. Give me a super missile. Yeah, fine. Didn't like you anyway. What's got you confused, Crushed Iron? Yep. Steve summed it up pretty well there. I will change in appearance periodically due to certain power-ups I'm given. There we go. There you are. Yep. Okay. Yeah, Samus hardly ever starts off fully powered. And whenever she does, it's an introductory sequence that they end up stripping down. Back to Norfair. There is another missile tank I could have gotten in Brinstar, but... Oh yeah, good old fusion suit. Fusion play for the RetroCade. I'll have to make a layout for Game Boy Advance's weird aspect ratio, but Fusion is another game that is fantastic. What I was crazy. What are you having me do here? When I actually owned it on cartridge, I did what was called the 1% challenge. You do not pick up anything except for one unavoidable missile tank. I know it's... Okay. It might be on 3DS Virtual Console. I don't know if it was one of the ones updated to the Wii U Virtual Console. I have it on my 3DS because it was part of the Ambassador program, but... Okay, where are you having me go? It would help if I don't misinterpret the words right and left. Yeah, now that I have the Varia suit, or Varia suit, however you want to pronounce that, now that I have that, I can survive in areas that are like this, that actually have extreme heat. If I wanted to. Turn the suit off. Now I'm taking damage. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, this is a chart of everything that I can get throughout the game. As you can see, I do change appearance a little bit. Yeah, Steve. My left and my right. then the morph ball bomb, high jump boots. You can actually turn a lot of this stuff on and off. So. Yeah, I tried to do that when I played a Hitman game once. I am not good at the Hitman games. We'll just put it that way. But yeah, when I actually owned Fusion on a cartridge, I did the crazy 1% thing. There are some situations where getting certain power-ups are slightly easier without the high jump boots, slightly easier without certain beams equipped. Plus, there are actually special attacks with the beams that I just learned about yesterday. There are actually special things with the beams. Neat little secret attacks I didn't know about. Okay. Bomb in the lava on the right. Oh, I know what that one is. Okay. Woo! Yeah. Yeah, there are special things. Once I get one of the beams that it'll do it with. Because I also need power bombs to do it. Oh yeah, lots of hidden goodies. You know, once we have enough supplies of everything, I'll have to attempt the Shine Spark. That's something I've only ever been able to do once in my entire lifetime. Or no, not Shine Spark. Shine Spark is the running technique. I can do that. That's no problem. Okay. Reach a greenish bubble room. I know where the greenish bubble room is. Do not adjust your streams. That spot was supposed to shake back and forth. Okay. Green bubble room. Yep, okay. Missiles. Okay. Yeah, there's all sorts of neat tricks in this game. I will attempt to showcase them all. Okay, where does he want me to go? Ow. Screwed that up. I just wanted to refill some things. You'll notice that in most cases I don't engage unless absolutely necessary. Keep following. Oh, jeez. Is this where I'm supposed to be going? I may have screwed something up. Hold on. Alright, until you reach your room with the pit. Disregard the pit. Continue through on the right. That's what I did. Keep following until you come to a tunnel room. 2 doors on the right. Oh, okay. I know what he's talking about. I didn't screw anything up. He's just terrible at describing where I am. Okay. Are you kidding me? Ah! I am going to do something that is not part of this guide because I find it necessary. It should be part of this guide. If you put together a comprehensive item guide, you should also put together tips and tricks to get things early. And that's what I'm about to do. Normally, I would need the grapple beam to cross those up there. But wall jump like a boss. I did not mean to shoot that with a super missile. Wave beam. I shouldn't have this yet. Let's see how it makes a little wave pattern thing with my spazer. Oh yeah, the beams combined is so nice. I mean, my charge, wave, and spazer are all on. There's only 2 others, ice and plasma. And the plasma beam and the spazer cannot be activated at the same time without a glitch. So, yeah, normally can't get that without the grab beam. So, yes, I'm doing that out of order on purpose. But yeah, the wave beam is an excellent damage boost this early on. What's also nice about the wave beam is it can actually be fired through walls. So that's nice. Very helpful. Run, 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 run. Again. Forgot about those. Okay. I just skimmed the rest of this to the next item that needs picked up, and I can actually do this on my own without following the guide for a minute. Yeah, this is a giant planet. Speed booster! This is where some things get fun. Not that they haven't been fun already. You know, I set my item cancellation to manual so that I wouldn't accidentally switch to missiles when I intend to switch to the next thing in my items. But it's actually proving to be a problem because I keep accidentally shooting super missiles at things, expecting the item to turn off. When item cancellation is set to automatic, then the items along the top, they turn off when you pass through a door. Like every time you walk into a room, you are in a neutral state in terms of your items. When it's set to manual, they don't turn off. They stay equipped. And that's why I'm shooting super missiles at everything. Yeah, basically in the beginning, it briefly explains the plot of the first two games. And the first game being Samus came to this very planet, actually, and took out Mother Brain, who is the leader of the space pirates. In the second game, you go to the Metroid homeworld and destroy them there to try and take care of the entire problem. And at the end of that game, one survives. It's a new hatchling that Samus takes pity on because it kind of... there is a word. Imprinted. There we go. It imprinted Samus as its mother. So she took it back to be studied by scientists so that they could see if maybe they could turn the Metroids into something good. And, then there was a distress call at a space station nearby here. The space station where Samus took the baby Metroid. And while on the space station, she discovers Ridley, one of Mother Brain's head pirates, who basically... Ridley is a dragon. Ridley is a giant dragon. Everybody should know who Ridley is thanks to the new Smash Brothers and all the outcry that he wasn't playable, and he's a freaking dragon. Okay. Going back to the big red shaft. I got ahead of myself. I forgot to do something very important. Because I'm an idiot. See, I like the explanation behind that, though. To make Ridley properly playable in Smash, they would have to really take away a lot of what makes Ridley Ridley. I mean, they would have to reduce him in size, reduce his wingspan. They would basically have to compact him into a baby Ridley. How they implemented him in the current game, I actually think is very faithful to the character. Now I can finally make it through that stinking section because I'm fast enough. Why would you give me enough speed to land in the lava just by walking through the door? There's a trick you won't see very often. See, my beam's not going through the wall right now because it's actually hitting this thing. Eh. Yeah. Because iconically Ridley is supposed to be ginormous. Yeah, Ridley is far too big, but I have an ice beam. So, chill out. Sorry, that was a terrible, terrible thing. But I can freeze enemies now. Charizard's relative size is not as bad as Ridley. Charizard's size can work, plus the fact that Pokemon vary so much. If they had to make a small Charizard in order to fit in Smash, it wouldn't be that unbelievable. So. Okay, so now we have the Ice Beam, so now I'm not being stupid anymore. Ow. say that, and what do? I roll right into a friggin' fire gamer. Whatever those things are. I used to know the names of all these things, too. That's what's crazy. I don't anymore. Will we make it to Ridley tonight? About that. No promises. No promises. This is going to be longer than my other platforming stuff. I'm still debating on whether or not I just want to start exporting things to YouTube regularly. Don't touch me, you friggin' worm thing. I mean, Twitch does this thing where when you export to YouTube, it cuts it off at 2 hours and then uploads the rest. So, I mean, if I streamed for 5 hours, I'd have two 2-hour videos and then a 1-hour one. Ridley is very close to the end of the game. So, don't need that right now. Okay, so we climb these things. Jump. But yeah, what was I talking about? I don't even remember now. Yeah, the mid-boss of Norfair, Crocomire, he's not that far into the game, but Ridley is pretty much second to last to everything in Torian. YouTube exporting, thank you. But yeah, still debating on whether or not I want to do YouTube exports for everything I do, or if I just want to keep it to good highlights. Okay, I did this. What's next? I don't know. So it's up in the air because I do still have this pipe dream of doing YouTube video reviews for games. And I don't want to just be a Twitch uploader to YouTube and just have YouTube be a secondary spot for my stuff. I want my YouTube to actually have some substance to it. But hey, we have power bombs now. Okay. Here's what I want to do. The ice power up. Okay, so that was the ice power up. Yeah, that's the wave beam power up. Those things are awesome. That was the spazer. I don't have the plasma beam yet. But those are the special attacks that I was talking about earlier. They're actually really powerful. I've seen them used in speedrunning strats. So, the first power bomb. Wow, I'm an idiot. I should have kept reading. Oh, really? That's better. Okay, so according to the guide, I should have 55, 5, and 3. I've got 55, 5, 5, and 3. Okay. On track. Now, for those that may not understand, this is me referencing what I considered the best possible item collection notation ever that I couldn't find in that one guy's personal guide on his website, far lost in the bowels of the internet. What he would do is every time you would pick something up in his guide, he would mark 5 numbers. In order, they were how many missiles you should have, how many super missiles you should have, how many power bombs, how many health tanks, and how many sub tanks, which we haven't found any of those yet. But it was after every single pickup, so no matter what you were looking for, if you picked them up in order, according to how he said it, you would know you were on the right track because of the entirety of what was collected being notated that way. Notated is not a word. Anyway. Green door on the left. Yep. Yeah. Okay. More power bombs. Annotated. Thank you. See, sometimes I get talking and things just spill out of my mouth like verbal diarrhea. But yeah, the fantastic guide that had like the best item progression, because he would tell you how to wall jump, he would tell you how to shine spark, he would tell you how to do all the tricks, and then he would tell you what order to get the items using those tricks with that notation. It was the best guide ever. I was able to beat the game in under 3 hours every time with 100% following that guide. And that's probably something I'm never going to find again. Okay, up and to the left. Okay. Give me just a second here. My cat is in the bedroom. She wants out, and I really don't want her to scratch a hole through the door. Just a moment. Alice, are you stuck? There you go. There you go. That's a good kitty. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Anyway, okay. So now that's taken care of. Alright, so we're back in Crate's area, which is the surface zone of this planet. Where does he want me to go next? Fall down the long pit. Okay, I know where he's talking. Okay. Hey, Erican, how are you? Wow. Hold on. Go into the door on the bottom, fall down the long pit. Okay. Okay, so Eric, to catch you up, I found a guide. It's not the best, but I am following it to try and get 100%, and then probably replaying the game on my own to see if I can improve said path that this guide takes me on. I've already noticed some room for improvement. There. Thoughts. Okay, now that Shine Spark technique. Crap. Forgot about these buggers. Ah! Yeah, Samus outside of her suit is usually a reward for fast completion. In Metroid Zero Mission, there's actually a whole segment. Oh, no, 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 no. You know, this little thing's ticking me off a little. There we go. That is the Shine Spark. Whew. When dashing with the speed booster, you duck as you're dashing so that you can save the energy, and then when you jump, you fly like that. Oh, why would you do this? There we go. That wasn't so bad. Now we get to go down here again. Now, this spot right here, this is the location that Samus fought Mother Brain in the very first game. Now, pay attention to the layout of this because it's foreshadowing to the fight with Mother Brain at the end of this game. Okay. Just wanted to take everybody out so I could actually leave this when I'm ready to do so. Because this is one of the rooms with metal doors. Metal doors do not open unless every enemy has been defeated. Give me them missiles. Alright, this section in Brinstar is long, so we'll see how that goes. Alright. It's the beginning of the game again. Why might we be here? That's why. See, now there's another thing that I could do in here, but the guide doesn't have me doing it yet. Well. Ah! Stuffed it. Honestly, don't know why the guide isn't doing it. Oh. That's why. Explains quite a bit, actually. I'd wait, too, if I needed the gravity suit. Okay. Secrets everywhere. And now the cat wants back in. That's not going to happen. Which Metroid game have you played, Erican? Trying to catch up with chat for a moment here. Hey, guess what? That's the one that I could have gotten earlier with the wall jump. He just told me to get it. Go left into the door. Okay. I mean, this guy's guide isn't terrible, but it's definitely not as efficient as it could be. No, I will not be able to get Mario Party 10 anytime soon. Whoops. Finances just will not allow, and the next thing I'm trying to spend on is the rest of our 3DS capture card anyway, so... Okay, what did this guy say? Blue door on the left, continue going left until you... Tall green shaft. Really? He has me going there? Oops. This is where you unofficially learn how to do Shine Spark. So there's that. Oh, take it easy, Crushed Iron. Hope you have a good one, man. Yeah, the next amiibo I'm trying to get my hands on is the Toad amiibo, because I have Captain Toad. And I've got enough other amiibos that I could use them in Mario Party without feeling too torn up about the Smash data. So, let's see. Okay, so he has me come all the way back here. What do we do next? Top pink door on the right. Okay, this guy's got to get his terminology down. He calls them red and he calls them pink, and he switches back and forth, and it bugs the heck out of me. I think he means this one. Okay. Go through a door. Use speed boost to get through these gates. Yeah, no kidding there, Steve. No kidding. Again. Overkill. Okay, here's our first reserve tank. Want to see something cool? More missiles. There we go. Some super missiles. And guess what? He finally has me get these missiles. I'm caught up now. Okay, so our reserve tank has 2 points of energy in it. We'll fix that. Okay. So you want me going all the way down? Okay. Yep. Okay. All the way down, go to the door on the left. Oh. There we go. He says to walk slowly while shooting the floor. Hold on. Okay, I have the wave beam, which means what he just asked me to do won't work. Okay, so these 3 blocks that are right next to me are fake. Okay. Ugh. Super missiles. Okay. 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 You don't have me picking anything up until... See, this is the problem with following a guide. I gotta figure out where to go next. That's rather ironic, but it really is true. Okay, that just teaches me how to... Okay, I do want to go down here. Sorry, Erikin. I'm following along with this guide partly because I want to 100% the game. I haven't done that in years. And I also want to try and learn to 100% the game, so that I might not have to do a guide anymore. Because this is one of my absolute favorite games, and I would love to commit the entire thing to memory. Because then one day I can sit down with my son and go, hey, guess what? This is Super Metroid. Check this out. Love these things. I unrolled. How did I unroll? Okay, so they... Okay, so that's one way out. I'm not actually done yet. I am just trying to get 100%, Sigma. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Hope you enjoy your time here. But I'm just going for 100%. This is more of a fun run 100% than anything special. But in future episodes of RetroCade, I plan on doing some speedrun stuff just to try it out, and trying to 100% the game from memory, which is part of why I'm following a guide today. Just trying to get as much longevity out of this game as possible, and have some fun while we do it. Let's see. Where do you mention the Etacoons? Yeah. Yeah, this guide I'm following mentions that. So, we're now one power bomb ahead of where the guide is, but that's okay, because when it wants us to come back here to get it, we'll just be caught up. Oops. Wall jumping's a fun little skill. For those that may not know, wall jumping, you have to be spinning, and then you press away from the wall and jump at the same time. It is one of the more advanced techniques. Okay, where's this guy want me to go next? Norfair? Okay. But yeah, for reference, I am following the guide available at supermetroidguide.com. So, getting the power bomb at the Etacoons there, slight modification, which I plan to include for a potential rewrite. I really want to rewrite a proper, like, hey, here's the tricks to have the most fun you can in this game while getting everything in a timely manner. Just want to rewrite this guide I'm using. It's driving me nuts. Okay. This guy has me going... Okay, the Etacoons, bring the long shaft. All the way down, right. Okay. I have fought Kraid already. There's a little bit of backtracking going on here. Is that? All the way down into the door on the right by the place where you... Okay. And we're going to find out if the backtracking that this guide has me doing is beneficial to the time or not. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. See, calling out specific locations of power-ups like that, I may not know specifically because since I'm trying to follow this guide. No, I don't think I have that one yet. Now that you've described it a little more. Okay. Why does this guy keep having me pass up the X-ray visor? Okay. This guy's sending me towards Crocomire. Fair enough. Okay. Yeah. See, I personally know where a lot of this stuff is, but I'm trying to follow this guide because I do have this crazy idea of improving upon it. And Crocomire! Easiest boss in the game. Come on. No, I'm just trying to 100%. I'm not trying to go for any specific times tonight. If ever I do a run where I'm looking for a specific time, I will have a timer somewhere up above me. Okay, that takes care of that. So this guy outright tells me ignore what's to the right, but with how much health I have, I could easily go get the health tank that's over there. Hey, spectator. I was looking at your name a little bit when you popped in. I'm assuming that part at the end is you spectating? Let's see. North to the right, go to the left. Hooray for saves. Ow. How stupid do I have to be? Actually, are getting pretty close to the grapple beam, so... Okay, he has me go down. Go down the shaft. Pink door on the right. There we go. Okay, reserve tank must be full. Stuff, run to the left. Yep, okay. Ah, missed it by 1. See, now this guy's having me do some of the more advanced trick stuff. Nope. Waste of a power bomb. Whee! Really enjoy that part. Grapple beam. So now he's probably going to have me go back and get the wave beam. Haha. Okay. Yeah. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay. Whole point of that area is just to practice with the grapple beam. Eh. Ah. That's going to be a tough shot. There we go. Power bombs. Now he has me go and get the energy tank. Oh god, I got stuck. Yep, need the energy tank. That was almost really cool. Ow. Ow. Oh my gosh. Why am I stuffing up so many of my jumps? Come on, Samus. You got this, girl. Okay, so we came over here. Grapple to the left. Okay. That wants me to go back the way I came. I want some map completion. Map completion's gonna kill me! Okay, go back the way I came. Shout to the bottom right door. So I know me following a guide is probably not nearly as interesting as it could be. Energy charger. Will do, Steve. Take care. Thank you for coming by. Crap. Okay. Go to the top door on the right. What is he having me doing here before I get... Okay, let's see. I think I know where this is going. Yep, he brought me here to get me the wave beam, even though I already have it. That's what I was afraid of. There is something over here I need to get, though, so... Yeah. Are my missiles full right now? 'Cause if my missiles are full, I missed something. No. Okay, then we're good. We're on track. Okay, what did this say? Shouldn't have left the room yet. Arg. just stuff some of that up. Come on. Come over here, waivers. Come on. No. I really don't want to have to take the... Oh, might not have to. Might not have to. Ah. Oh, we made it. Woo. Okay. Saved it. Reserve tank number 2. No problem there, Erican. I might find a save point here in a minute, and, whoa! Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and head back to the bubble room and go ahead and wrap up for this evening. See if we can't finish this run tomorrow, because we're making good progress. We've got quite a bit of the stuff. Making very good progress. RetroCade continues tomorrow. RetroCade is Mondays and Tuesdays, so retro stuff will be Monday and Tuesday. So, and yeah, this is going to be a good spot for me to call it a night. So, yeah, made great progress on getting some percentage knocked out. Let's see, that wants me to go back to... Okay, I'll mark my guide and finish that up. But, yeah, hope you guys had a good time. It's really interesting to find all the nooks and crannies that are just hidden deep within this. It's absolutely fascinating just seeing where all the hidden stuff is and what tiny little things are in there. But yeah, so tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, will be another episode of RetroCade with more of this. We're going to try and get this 100% run done tomorrow. And shouldn't be impossible. Actually, should be very possible. Be very surprised if we don't get done tomorrow. But following that, I will return Thursday with the Playhouse, which is my regular stream stuff. We're continuing Psychonauts. We're finally getting back in that, so we're going to do that Thursday and Friday. Saturday morning, 11 a.m. Eastern, is Proud Mode with Hero Mode Wind Waker. There we go. Excuse me as I trip over my own tongue. So Hero Mode Wind Waker Saturday morning, and then hopefully some Terraria for the co-op crap shoot Saturday evening at 6 p.m. Eastern. Lately that's been kind of hard to schedule, but we're going to see if we can work something out. If not, I have a couple backup plans now, so we'll see. Well, we should still have a co-op crap shoot. It just, if for some reason certain people can't be involved, then I do have some backup plans in place. So that's my upcoming schedule. Gonna give you guys the post show to rock out to. I hope you have a good time. See you tomorrow with more Super Metroid. Bye bye.